Buddy Jeff Davis here. Happy Sunday. It's January 17th, 2016. This year is getting off to a pretty good start. Of course, there's always going to be ups and downs, but there are a lot of positive things to be grateful for, to focus on, and to move forward with in your own life as you continue to express your own unique purpose and contribution to this world, improving a social condition, helping others get through doubt and despair, making people feel better, lifting them up, encouraging them. And that's what I really wanted to share with you today, some keys to leadership. Some absolute essential keys to leading yourself and to exhibiting those leadership qualities as you go out into the world. And I want to start it off with what I just said a few seconds ago, which is really serving others. A lot of leaders have it backwards. They think that others are supposed to serve them. That's not the case. The best leaders will serve other people. The best leaders don't mind remaining anonymous. The best leaders are thinking, how can I lift, serve, uplift, and inspire other people? That's what the best leaders do. Another powerful leadership tactic is self-leadership. What does that mean? It means leadership actually doesn't begin with other people, and that's another misnomer of the term, and it's a great term, by the way, but when people hear leadership, they think, oh, well, I have to go and lead the world and change this and do that. And yes, that can come, but that's secondary. The first primary goal of leadership is self-leadership. Determine what your values are and exhibit those values on a daily basis. Yeah, of course, we're all going to have setbacks, and we're all human. We're not all perfect. So by all means, myself included, we all have times where it's hard to live and embody. But it's pretty disillusioning, or that may not be a word, it's a disillusionment when I go out to some of these conferences, and I will never name names because it is not even for a split second my goal to put anyone down. But I've met people who have written some awesome books, and then I meet them in person and they don't live it. I'm sorry, I'm not judging them. I'm not upset about it. I'm just stating an observation and fact. They don't live what they say. That's why I make it a point, if I'm going to share something, I'm going to make sure I've lived it. I've volunteered at the Bridgeport Rescue Mission in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where I was serving others. I'm a public speaker, but I didn't go in there telling them, oh, I'm a speaker or I'm an author. That would have been stupid. That would have been ridiculous. I'm not going to tell them that. I'm just going to tell them I'm just a regular, normal guy who grew up on the Sandy Hook side of Newtown, Connecticut, who's here to serve. So I've lived these qualities that I'm sharing with you here today. So I mentioned it's very important once you get that servant mindset into a daily practice that you embody these values by leading yourself. Lead yourself by knowing that you only have a right to teach and share what you know with others until you've done it yourself. And I'm a big proponent of having lived it and not just saying something and then doing another thing. Saying one thing, doing another. That's no good. That'll set a bad example for other people, and it will lead them to more disillusionment. I have thick skin. I can handle it. If I meet someone who doesn't live their word, I'm not going to say anything mean to them. I'll continue to be nice. I'll continue to support and encourage them, and I'll never call them out. I won't even say their names in videos because I don't want to give them a bad rep. I hope they can connect with their purpose, but it's very sad. It's actually pretty sad when people don't live what they teach others. So lead yourself. Be disciplined. Have the kind of values in your daily life that you want other people to have when no one's looking, when no one's watching you. When no one's around, do you go to the gym and work out? When no one's around, do you think well of others, or are you thinking that others are generally bad? And by all means, I want to make something very clear. We all are going to have some frustrated and down moments where, by all means, we may be upset with someone, but don't let your focus always be about that negativity or that bad person. Switch your focus as you're leading yourself to knowing that, hey, you're a generally good person. You generally care about other people. And it's okay to be frustrated. Just don't necessarily be mean to that person. Just know in your head that even if that person does something to you that you don't like, you can just go back into your own life and say, okay, well, I don't have to spend all my time with that person, but I'll use it as added motivation to continue living what I preach and to help other people. Two other really quick tips about leadership is you have to be someone with integrity. You have to go into situations not trying to be popular and not trying to get everyone to like you, but to know that you're going to do what's right regardless of circumstances. That's true leadership. Think of it like this. If you go into a room and everyone disagrees with something that you know is right, if no one follows you and no one disagrees with you, you're a leader if you stick to your values and if you're true to yourself. That's leadership. It's having the courage to be true to your own integrity, to your own self-worth, even when other people around you are calling you crazy and stupid. And the final tactic I want to leave you with, and this ties everything together, leadership is not about having the most followers. It's about creating the most leaders in other people. That's true leadership. It's about creating leaders in other people. We mentioned serving other people, having the self-leadership, having the courage and integrity to do what's right, and then tie it all together by remembering you're creating leaders in others. Who cares if you have 10 followers or 10,000? If you have millions of followers, by all means, more power to you. That's great. It means you can serve more people. So please don't think I'm saying it's bad to have followers. Please don't think I'm saying it's bad to have everyone coming to you for answers. I'm just saying that you have to have the mindset right, the mindset of serving others, of creating leaders in others. And this is the ironic part. The catch-22 of that is when you have that mindset right, that's when people will follow you. Get it? It's not about going out into the world and say, who can follow me? Because then you're going to have your values in disarray. You're not going to be leading by example. You may not be having character and integrity. And not you, but I mean someone who would be doing this. And then in essence, they're not exhibiting and embodying what leadership is all about. But for you to say, you know what? It's not about ego. It's not about impressing other people. It's not about seeking praise. It's not about having everyone like me. It's about serving others, doing what's right, leading yourself, having courage, integrity, and values, and creating leaders in others. If you like what I had to say, please like this video. And I'd like to ask you a quick question as well. What is your favorite leadership tactic? Either one that I've mentioned or one that you can think of. It may enlighten me, because yes, I read books all the time. I've interviewed literally between 20 and 30 of the world's top leadership experts, but I'm always learning, and I'm humble, and I'm sincere, and I'm always thinking, how can I take this knowledge base to the next level? So what's your favorite leadership tactic? Please share in the comments below. And finally, subscribe to my channel. I'm always sharing more videos, sometimes me on my own like this, sometimes talking with other people, sometimes videos from my travels, and it's gonna really give you some awesome advice that you can take with and run with, and of course improve your life, get from where you are to where you want to be, or at the very least, if you're already on your way to where you want to be, just give you that added motivation, inspiration, and encouragement to stay on the path. Thanks again for your time. I really do appreciate it. This channel wouldn't be anything without you listening to my videos, so I do appreciate that a lot, and have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Take care.